Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be Champs on a Budget, the builds for you, Damian Priest, Zombie Priest, All Rise. I do want to mention one thing first. This skill plate, I do have on him, the Graveheart. It was free in the anniversary plates. I don't know how many walls it's been on since then. It is not needed. This lets you just play it in a safer fashion, so to speak, but it is totally not needed. So there's that. This is whenever you break 3 or more black gems, get 3 blue MP. It just makes recycling easier, and you can delay potentially your Juggernaut gem causing some issues. In fact, you could even maybe take the Juggernaut move out, potentially, with this move set. Anyway, it's a 20% gem defense strap, and sorry, armor 1s on this, because we're going to run a power gem set, and I'm going to do triple blue. I think the Juggernaut gem move is kind of interesting because it does give you 42k additional power gem damage on each tick. So I do think for this kind of build set, it is beneficial to you. And you make 20 random gems into blue at the end of the countdown, so that'll recycle it. So in that sense, you don't need the skill plate on that I'm going to have. I just think it makes it easier to... smoother to play, I guess is the right word. And everything is 7 charge zombie except the diving heart stopper, which is a choose black gems. That's what you're going to use to tick the power gems that the sub leaves behind. Sub does 36 random gems, 362k 3 turns. Remaining turn into power gems, gems of strength 112k. So it's decent sized power gems. Like I said, you could potentially sub like the finisher in for the Juggernaut move if you wanted to use the finisher. That would recycle too. I do think for what we're doing with the budget build, the Juggernaut will probably work better. Rick Steiner, I believe he's been free a couple times. I could be wrong there. My free-to-play account had him though, so I'm going to assume you have him. If you don't have him, any 2 blue MP will work, but we might as well get a little extra sub gem damage if we can. Lawler for 4 blue MP. That means these 2 moves are loaded when we start. Nikki Bella is free. Power gems, 50% more damage is the thing we care about. And I'm pretty sure Riddle has been free. If you don't have Riddle, that's fine. The extra black gems are not really a big deal at all. The 13k extra power gems is not huge. You could substitute that with Striker Bliss if you had Striker Bliss. Or pretty much anything you wanted. If you wanted to do extra sub turns and have less power gems, you could. You could do an MP reducer, whatever you feel like, right? Anyway, this is Silver Priest. We're going to go against Zombie Sammy here. At gold. So, you can put the Juggernaut down first, and that gets you cycled through to your move faster, but potentially you can do a few less ticks on the power gems. So I actually think it's better, especially with the Graveheart plate, to do it this way. Ooh, don't like seeing wild cards. We're going to lose a lot of power gems here, unfortunately. Lost a decent chunk. So if you put it out now, and you choose a 5 match, don't swipe into it, but choose, you can get some extra ticks going on. 3, 4, 5, and then because we have the skill plate, let's set up a 3 match too. Just that kind of thing. So there's 1 tick, and then we can do a 2nd tick, and that reloads the stuff again. The Juggernaut gem or the sub, and that's why I like the skill plate on this. I think it's very beneficial. However, we do have enough power gems out that when we hit the sub, it potentially will override our Juggernaut gem. So in a situation like this, you actually have a few choices. You could hit the sub now because our blue gems are reloaded. You could take a swipe, tick the power gems, and, you know, let this go off next turn. There's a lot of different things you can do. I think in this situation, I don't want to let that go. I don't want to put this down and buff them yet. I want to do what we just did. So let's go ahead and hit the sub again. And I'm actually very okay with it covering up the Juggernaut gem, because I'm recycled with the plate. If you didn't have the plate, you just let that tick. Again, we lost more than I would like to. But now we have a ton of pin bar room. And because the choose is quite large, and we have some pin bar room to work with, and this whole side is basically wiped out anyway, we can do something like, potentially, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that one space there. Yeah, we can do something like this, and let's just see if the board gives us lemonade or lemons. Yeah, that'll work. And then let's go ahead and take this swipe here. Ah, bro break. Didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to, but still not terrible. You can see we're chugging through Sammy's health. We're gonna get the buff on it. Now in this case he's loaded. So how do I want to do this or play this here? We're gonna hit the sub for sure, I think, but let's see how much damage this is. Let's just go ahead and take the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 million. This is gonna turn blue and pin, and he'll be loaded. So I think we have to hit the sub here, but that's okay. Covered up our Juggernaut gem, not the end of the world. This is where, like, you have choices to make, and you potentially could make the wrong choice, which is why I like having the skill plate on. Because now we're going to put this down, and now we're kind of in swipe mode, because we don't have a blue or a black match, right? But you can see, and this is at silver, because power gems don't get a lot bigger, but you can see we're chucking through his health pretty good. And I should have taken the black match, but it's fine, because this is going to bail us out here, and you can see we basically zeroed him. So that's kind of, it's interesting. It's not super fast necessarily, but if you're on a budget or you need to beat tours or something, and you don't have tour perks, this setup will work great. Of course, if you have tour perks, you just drop the 2 MP person and toss in Kofi, Turtle Kofi, and then his power gems are going to be much harder. Also Dusty, if you had Tech Dusty, you probably don't with the budget build, but he adds 50% more power gem damage. I'll just go ahead and run it again. I do have the zombie moment is on the CC account, but it does nothing for power gems, so it's not adding anything here. So yeah, but you can see, like, it can reliably beat golds for you at silver, so I think it's one of those budget builds that's pretty solid. And with Priest being available this zombie month and stuff, I think it's a good budget build to do and show. So yeah. Also, you're gonna kick out of pins super easy with power gems down. It's another nice bonus. Let's go 2, 5. We can set up a nice 3 match there. Let's just maybe, I want to be careful how many black gems I put out, because Sammy's also looking for black gems. So it can be somewhat dangerous, right? And then, interesting, as I recorded this, somebody followed my Twitch channel. That's funny. I record everything in OBS. So then we get one more turn, and again, you could hit the sub here if you wanted. I think I did that last time, right? I'm just going to go ahead and take the swipe this time instead. Just to show you guys, and we're likely, very likely to pin this next turn. So it's a little bit riskier, for sure. And you lose some of your power gems, but that's the loop if you don't have the skill plate. And it can be trickier for sure. Losing some power gems. This is a ton of pin bar. This is super nice, right? So we're gonna go ahead and put this one down. Wow. Apparently people are following my Twitch channel a lot right now. That's very abnormal when I'm not streaming that people follow my Twitch. That's weird. Actually. Very weird. Oh, let's do a 5-match there. And let's do that. Let's see what this ends up looking like. That's working out fine. And then let's do this. And then let's go just kind of crazy right here. And really mess around with this. And here. Okay, he's loaded. That might have been a mistake. We destroy a lot of... Oh, yeah, I think it was a mistake letting him get loaded. He might kick out? Probably. Yeah. So you can see, like, how you can mess it up. I should have hit the sub there instead. So he's going to get a move off. We're going to be fine because we're all loaded and stuff, and kicking out will be no problem. It's just a one swiping out, right? But that's what you need to be aware of when you're playing with this, is how your power gems work and overwrite your jugs. You can take a couple turns to get back to your sub if you're not careful. Those are all just things to be aware of. But it should win pretty reliably. Match like that, that's fine. Boom. Boom. And done. So 2 for 2 beating a gold, not necessarily really hard. So I think it's a pretty good budget build. Priest has a lot of other stuff potentially as well that you could do if you have crazier stuff. Again, you don't need the skill plate. It just makes it easier because you're basically always going to recycle. You just set up that 5-match and then a 3-match you swipe into, and you've always recycled your blues. So the Graveheart makes it a lot easier. So I'm really curious what you think in this video. If you like it, if you want to see more with Priest, with maybe different stuff, let me know. It's a long month and there's zombies all month. So I'll probably do a few budget builds for zombies this month. There's a particular zombie you think would make a great budget build idea, or you really want to see, or it looks like as the month's going on we're going to get, let me know. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it and enjoy doing these budget videos, so I hope you're liking them. So thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there. Power Gems getting it done again. Yeet.